I'm gonna show you that Blackhawk Inu is finally not just woken up, but we have finally got into this important area of interest, because now it looks like it is time for all of us to potentially get back into Blackhawk Inu. If you've been hodling from around this level up here, guys, congratulations for holding for as long as you have, because ultimately you are up. Potentially you could be up even more from here all the way up to there, that you'd be more than 50% up. If you held the fruit down there, guys, you must be up, I don't know, about 50x or even more. And also we'll be talking about Success Kid, Wojak, Cheers Token, and Chloe, as well as Shiba Inu. That could be the dark horse of the meme space right now. If you find it interesting, guys, give me a like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you don't miss any of my videos. So let's get on with the video. Starting off with Blackhawk Inu, it looks like that we've in fact quite convincingly broken back into this level right over here. We are seeing a pullback right now. This pullback is literally pulling us back into this zone over here. From here, potentially back towards this level right over here. In fact, we could even break down slightly below the support line. It could be a nice bouncing off area. If I do it like that, this should be the first area we should be expecting for a retest like so, before ultimately bouncing away back out of it. If this was to happen, then we really should be adding more to our bags in this level right over here, and that would be a decent move to the upside. However, we just need to wait and see this confirmation of us pulling back down into this level right over here. Otherwise, it's always worth hodling this coin regardless now, because we've broken structure and it looks like that it is more bullish now than bearish. As we can see here, guys, this is the first low, then higher low, then high, and it looks like we may continue to push our way back up towards this level right up here. Now that would be a fantastic move, especially if you've been hodling and holding anywhere near these sort of levels. Let's say, for example, even if you held from here with the expectation of us reaching to that level, that's already 179% move to the upside. That is only peanuts, because we'll be expecting a lot more from Blackhawk Inu. And if we zoom out from the chart, what we can see is like a nice formation here of rallying from the bottom, and we should be expecting a nice higher highs. I'm not expecting a move to go straight up straight away. We could see a series of staircasing, something like this into that, and eventually pumping away above and out from that resistance line up there. Now that would be amazing. So all we could do now, guys, is literally just hold from where we are. Whenever we see a pullback, it's always worth adding more to your bags, because ultimately I'm quite bullish now on this project. However, I don't see it being 1000x. I see it more of 100x if we are lucky for Blackhawk Inu. This is just a quick technical analysis on Blackhawk Inu. Just add whenever you can, or wherever you can afford, whenever we dip, because ultimately we should be at least expecting a retest back to its all-time highs soon. And then once we do smash through that, then guys, ultimately I reckon we should be able to expect at least 50x, but maximum I would say 100x for Blackhawk Inu. So why don't we head over to Success Kid. Alright guys, so for Success Kid, the current market cap is at 4.79 million, and yes guys, check this out. We are obviously still ranging and going sideways action, but the volume so far is looking like it's dropping slightly, which is not the end of the world. If we look to our left, what we can see is essentially that we are slightly higher than this last high, and we're seeing lots of candle wicks from the top, which means there could be a potential liquidity grab over here, meaning that we should be expecting at least a move back into this area right up here. But ultimately what I'll be waiting for is this. Even though we're still within the zone of the resistance and support, unless if I see a clear break to the upside, then I'm not convinced it's going to be bullish just as of yet. I am just waiting for, if we see an engulfing wick taking us at least up towards the resistance level. Then I'll be waiting for that pullback. Usually after we see a long engulfing candle, normally we expect a 50% drop from this massive move, which should be like around about here. I'm not predicting, I'm just saying usually that is the case, unless if you come back to retest this level. Either way guys, once we do pull back from this potential move, I'll be looking to add a lot more to my bags, because ultimately this gives me a first sign of bigger moves to come. Once we do pull back into this area, I'll be loading up even more of my bags for continuation to the upside. And on top of that guys, once we do get into this area right up here, then really the sky's the limit. I reckon we can quite easily hit more than the last all-time highs of 25 cents. We should easily be able to expect a $1 mark. This is a super tiny circulating supply of the token, especially for meme, and this is perhaps one of the most premium meme coins that there are out there. And I reckon we should be able to easily see at least a minimum 100x for Success Kid. So let's say for example at the market cap of 4.75 million guys, 10x from here we'll put the market cap at 47.5 million. 100x from here it will put us on 475 million. But 1000x from here, it will put the market cap at 4.7 billion. This is extremely doable. You would only have to compare it to the likes of Dogecoin, which is well above 5 billion. If you look at Shiba Inu on the Ethereum network, it's over 15 billion. Then guys, we can certainly get up there. And that would easily put us 1000x from where we are today. And all you got to do is put in $100, for example. If that's what you're willing to invest and to potentially risk on losing, your $100 after 1000x will give you $100,000. Now you could imagine how insane of a return you can get on Success Kid just by investing $100. Now, if you've been watching my channel long enough, then guys, I've been saying for the longest, whilst we were just going sideways here, to accumulate and add more to your bags. I'll be doing exactly the same thing guys. I've been adding more as the longer we've gone here, because eventually we're going to see a crazy upside movement coming in for Success Kid. And don't be surprised guys if we do break out from this area right over here and we don't see a return back into that zone. So that means you would have missed out. So if I was you, it's not financial advice, just add more to this level now. And if we do see a massive push to the upside and we see a retrace, that's also worth adding more, because ultimately you will get more reward as time goes on. But anyway guys, that is just my prediction for Success Kid. Why don't we move over to Wojak? So for Wojak, the current market cap is at $274,000. Again guys, that is super tiny. We can make an insane bank for Wojak, and Wojak is also one of my favorite picks in terms of meme coins, because one, it's definitely one of the well-known and well-respected memes that there are out there. They've been around as a meme for way too long, and we saw this move to the upside. Then I knew that a correction would be coming in, but I didn't expect the correction to come back down from where we originally broken up from. We then gone sideways, we then attempted to go up, not quite retesting that last all-time highs, but now we've kind of been consolidating here. We almost came back down, but we didn't, so now we're just ranging around these levels over here. Once we range from this level here, it looks like we might be even more bullish than what people expect. In fact, I would not be surprised if I do see a huge move coming in to the point where we do blast away, or at least above this level over here. I have already loaded a lot of my bags over here, previously over there, so I'm still in lots of my profits. I took this trade here as a new trade. I took 50% of my profits from this move, and as soon as we pull back, I was looking for a re-entry. I've re-entered there, and I've also re-entered right over here. So guys, if you've been following my channel For the longest, guys, I've been mentioning in terms of when I'm looking to trade, and if I'm going to take profits, I'm going to take half my profits so I can reinvest back into Wojak. And guys, I hope you do find this useful and informative. Just head over towards my YouTube channel, subscribe over here, hit the bell notification so you'll be updated with all my latest contents coming out from Wojak and with multiple other cryptocurrency coins. But let's get back into the video. So right here, guys, I've entered like a new trade. We went up. We looks like we're on the verge of pulling back down, but we just need to see a breakup, which I reckon this could potentially be the moment right now where we could break up to retest the resistance right up here. Now, if you're looking for a short trade from here to there, that's approximately about 83%. But if you're like me and you're waiting for that 10,000x returns, then guys, I reckon Wojak is definitely one of these coins that can easily give you a 10,000x or at least a minimum 1,000x from here. Now that is an insane potential return from Wojak. I reckon Wojak will definitely be well ahead of Blackhawk Inu, and also Success Kid will do much better than Blackhawk Inu. But I'm not saying Blackhawk Inu is rubbish. We can still make pretty decent gains from it. But I do believe, these premium meme coins would do even a lot more better. That's just my quick technical analysis on Wojak. So let's head over to Chloe. Right, guys. So for Chloe, the market cap was in fact around about 400 and some odd $1,000. If you check my last video, I've been covering extensively on side eye Chloe, and it looks like we've been pulling back from this crazy move to the upside. Now, I've been screaming from the top of my lungs quite literally for the longest to say that once we do see a sort of J shape like this is the best time to enter. And had you entered, guys, you would have been in sick profits. Just by entering anywhere around about here to right from the top, you would have got an easy 4x return. That is pretty decent. Like most big parabolic move, we should be expecting at least 50% retracement. We've pretty much been doing that now, as we can see on a 4-hourly chart. Guys, check this out. Whenever we see a doji candles like this, very small body there, and this one here hasn't even formed properly yet, it looks like we could be expecting a potential massive move coming in. Right now, if we check the volume died down a little bit, but it's kind of gone sideways here. We saw a slight little peak, but it's ranging. This could be the moment where we could be expecting a massive move coming in, or at least break up from the last all-time highs. If this was to happen, then guys, we need to be adding a lot more to our bags now. Not that is a financial advice, because ultimately we may not see these prices anytime soon. Looking for my daily charts, that potentially, according to the charts on the daily, we could be on our way back down further, or at least retest down to this level. If this was to happen, great, guys, I don't care. I'm going to be adding a lot more to my bags. I've already taken some of my profits out from here, because if we do see a pullback, which is around about now, and return and go back to the upside, I'll be looking to add potentially a lot more here, but I just need to wait to see the next candle to get in with my profit that I made from Chloe. Otherwise, I wouldn't mind holding out down here. I'm going to use some of my profits already that I got from Chloe. And if I see the next candle to be bullish, I'll be looking to put at least half of back into Chloe around a bit here. That's only if we do see a bigger or like an engulfing candle next to this one right here, something similar to this, with the expectation of us pushing our way back up to the upside. If this doesn't happen, it's not the end of the world for me, because ultimately, I reckon if you do come back down into this level, I'll be looking to add a lot more of my profits that I got from Chloe, and then hold until we continue to push our way to the upside. Something like this, and then followed by something like a bounce off from that area like so. This could very well happen with Chloe, and I wouldn't be surprised if we do see a monumentous move like this, because ultimately, once we smash through this level right up here, the recent high, then our next leg up is going to be right up there and eventually break the last all-time highs. I'm super confident inside Chloe of giving us of a 10,000x return or a minimum 1000x from here. That's why, guys, I've been telling you for the longest whilst we were going sideways. Hold like a boss, and whenever we dip, add what you can afford because ultimately you will be heavily rewarded for side eyeing Chloe. So, why don't we now head over to Cheers? And for Cheers, Cheers is a bit like Blackhawk Inu. It didn't do much for the longest, and now ultimately we've been seeing quite a decent pump for Cheers token. If we look from the daily perspective of Cheers, we've gone all the way back down. This must have scared a lot of people out and taken a lot of profits. I don't blame you guys for taking profits whilst we're going a downward stream like this. However, as we've gone sideways here, what we noticed, we noticed like lower low and much further lower low. It wasn't until when we saw this move right up here when I've noticed this nice massive engulfing candle right there. Now this is really impressive because it brought the volume back into, not much volume actually, it brought some volume back into Cheers. But if we look here, guys, we see another engulfing candle right over here. This red one being formed next to it. I like to see where this ends. I would like to see when this candle finished forming and whether it's the engulfing or smaller than this green candle right over here. Because if it isn't engulfing and we somehow reduce this candle to become a smaller red, then this could be also a good sign that we could potentially be continuing our way back up to the top. And our next level up should be in this region here. I'm going to put up the resistance line so you can see for yourself that we need to be breaking this level there. Only until once we break this level, then I reckon we'll have a second attempt to take a crack at the last all-time highs right up here. And that would be a fantastic move, guys, because ultimately from where we are, if you measure from here all the way to the top, that can give you an easy 7x from here. I reckon for Cheers token, we could in fact hit at least 100x, if not minimum, I say 50x from where we are now. There are coins out there, especially on the meme, that can give us a lot more higher returns, but I believe Cheers token is a little bit more robust and it's going to stick around maybe for slightly while longer, but who knows, guys. I don't hold a crystal ball. Anything can happen. Okay, guys, so this rounds up the video. I hope you do find it useful and informative. If you subscribe to my membership, you'll be the first one to get these videos out to you as soon as possible so you can make a decision in terms of what you want to do with your trading strategies or whether you like to get into these projects and not. My job is just to give you all the updated information and news that I get on a day-to-day basis and bring it out to you first. As soon as all of my paying members have actually seen this video, only then does this video become available publicly on YouTube. But anyway, guys, I hope you did find it useful and informative. And if you haven't subscribed, guys, do me a favor, subscribe over here, hit the bell notification. You can also join my membership on the tier 1. We can get on the videos before anybody else. If you haven't, you can also check out my Patreon page if you'd like to get trade call outs. It's only £8.50. Otherwise, guys, I will see you all in the next one.